everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer. Today's going to be a Happy Mail video, but let's get started with what's on Brunhilde. This was not made by these little hands. This was sent to me from Jen. Jen is in North Carolina. She made this beautiful poncho for me for my birthday. This, I am positive, is the Jujus N Stitches. I always confuse a poncho with a shawl. I think it's a summertime poncho. I will link the Jujus N Stitches video below to make this. Jada's is open all the way down the front though, and has ties, but I have showed you guys in a past video how to make this. Well, I didn't show you how to make it closed off, but I showed you that I've made several of these closed off. And what you do if you are going to make the Jujus N Stitches pattern is, instead of working back and forth like she does, you just connect that corner and treat it like all of the other corners and just work it in the round so that it's actually a giant square. But is this not gorgeous? Is this not beautiful? I would love to know what yarn this is. It is so pretty. It's one of those really, really thin yarns. So I think it is probably... Actually, I don't know what yarn it is. I don't have any like that. But is that not gorgeous? Beautiful. And it looks phenomenal on me. I have already worn it. So, I wanted to put it on Brunhilde so that you could see what that looked like. That is from Jen in North Carolina. So, thank you so much, Jen. That is absolutely beautiful. I am going to try to remember who this stuff is from because I condensed it all. Into one box. Now, this package, I believe, because I stuck the wrapper in, this is from Lynn, and Lynn is in England. And she put a note inside here, and I don't know what I did with the note. What did I do with the note? Is this it? I think this is it. The Family Cinnamon. Yes. She sent a happy birthday card, the Family Cinnamon, and she sent us all. She said that this last year has been very strange, so she wanted to send us birthday gifts. And because me and Little Man's birthday is in August, she didn't want to leave out Juju and Mr. Cinnamon, so she sent us all t-shirts. And Little Man took off with both of his t-shirts. Juju's t-shirt is on the back of the couch. So when you guys send gifts for the kids, I just give them their gifts. I don't make them show them. I don't make them wait to have them. I just let them have them as soon as I get the Happy Mail. And then I show you guys what I got, or what me and Mr. Cinnamon got. And so she sent us all t-shirts. Lucas got a shirt with Groot. I think Groot and Grogu or Baby Yoda on it. And a shirt with Stitch and Grogu or Baby Yoda on it. And then Juju got a Baby Yoda shirt. And then I got this one. Stitch is my spirit animal. This is so true. And I actually think Stitch is probably Little Man's spirit animal too, because Stitch's character is very much, he gets in trouble a lot, but he's not ill-meaning. Like, he doesn't try to get himself into trouble, just like stuff happens, you know? And that is me and Little Man very much. So I love this shirt so much. And then this one is for Mr. Sin. And now, I didn't read the card first because I have a tendency to open the packages upside down, because I don't want to rip the shipping labels so that I can remember who sent me the boxes. And that's what happened with this, is I opened it upside down and the packages were all facing the other direction. And so I was like, oh, it's wrapped in tissue paper, must be for me. And I ripped them all open. And then when I read the note, I was like, wait a minute. I went back and I read the papers. So I wasn't positive whose shirt was for what, but this one's a little bit bigger. So this one goes to Mr. Cinnamon. And this is, actually this one might be mine. I'm Stitch. Trapped. What does that say? Trapped in a human body. No, I think this one is Mr. Cinnamon's. It's so cute. Although, let's be real. I'm going to wear both of them. I love Mr. Cinnamon's t-shirts. So, and then, like I said, Little Man got 2 shirts and Juju got a shirt. So, That's from Lynn, all the way in England. Which, can I tell you, I like getting stuff from other countries. Like, that is so exciting to me. My kids also was like, oh, England. And then little man has been watching a TV show called Bluey. And Bluey is located in Australia. So he is like very interested in the way that they say things in Australia that are different from the way we say things in America. And so he has started referring to the bathroom as the dunny. And even though in the episode of Bluey, she says that dunny is not an appropriate word. I don't know because I've never been to Australia. But she said that's not how you would talk in front of the queen. So like she doesn't like them saying dunny because it's a dirty word. And they also say he calls flashlights a torch now, and so all of that. And then also there are things in, I think, Bingo and Rolly, which is another dog show that he likes to watch. They talk about, they travel to different places, so he's fascinated with like learning about the Wall of China, and he's fascinated, they went to the UK for something, and he really is fascinated by some of the stuff they talk about in the episodes from the UK. And also, his favorite podcaster in the entire world is My Mate Vince. I'm going to link My Mate Vince below. He is a technological channel, so he shows how to connect things to technology. So, like, he shows TV stuff, he shows gaming systems, and this is how we learned about the 8-bit DOE adapter and the switch connecting to like different devices and controllers and stuff like that. Little man is obsessed with My Mate Vince, and My Mate Vince is in the UK, so instead of calling it like a router like we would call it here in America, he calls it a router. And so Little man has picked that up, and he's very fascinated by the UK. And so I told him this package from Lynn it's from the UK, and so he was freaking out. He was excited at the idea of something coming from over there because of My Mate Vince. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try to... I also got a letter from Nancy in Missouri, or Missouri, depending on how you want to say that. I like saying Missouri. She sent me a letter, and she sent me a postcard, and she said this postcard is from her nephew. I think it said her nephew. Her nephew's vacation when he came to visit. And this is the first Missouri State Capitol Historic Site, St. Charles. And she sent it in a note. But she still signed it, so it still counts as a postcard. It's a really cool building. And let's see, I know there was something else in here. She wants to start her own YouTube so that she can do comments and stuff like that. If you have a Gmail account, you already have a YouTube. It's really easy to set up. You just go in and you sign in to YouTube, and you use the account for your Gmail account. If you don't have a Gmail account, you can sign up for one. They're free. And that's how you get your own name on YouTube. It's really simple. And there are actually videos that show you how to set up YouTube for yourself. You don't have to make videos, but if you have a Gmail, you already pretty much have a YouTube. So, yeah. Easy peasy. And then this came from Tracy. Tracy sends me a lot of thrift store books because she loves thrifting and she loves finding books for me, and she sends them to me. Her package came absolutely, like, it was way worse than this. It was just crushed all to heck. And it wasn't shoved into a small P.O. box, so I don't know what happened to it. Somebody stepped on it. Although I have seen many a time postal carriers in the back, because our postal office is open and you can see the warehouse behind where they're sorting mail and stuff. And I have seen them back there. I actually sat and watched one day while the sorters were doing a contest to see how many boxes they could throw across into a bin, and they were timing each other, and we're all standing there watching this occur. So that is what happens to your packages, because they're back there having competitions to see who can get the most boxes actually in the container they're throwing them at. So, with that being said, there was also, as the remnants of what was in here, there was something in here for little man. Oh, she sent magnetic, I forget what they're called. It's a magnetic toy that she found. And little man loved it. He loves magnets, but it's one of those ones with the balls and the sticks, and you build stuff with the magnetic pieces. He loved that because he loves working with magnets. He is very fascinated with how magnets work. So I actually go to like the dollar store and I buy him magnets so that he can play with them. And he, our front door is a steel door, and he likes putting stuff on that because our refrigerator apparently doesn't hold magnets, but the front door will. So we let him play with magnets on the front door. But the balls are like little ball bearings, and he is fascinated with marbles. Like, he has marble runs that he builds. Like I said, he's a very smart child. Like, he is just below genius level IQ tested. So he is constantly loving stuff that challenges him like that. So him and Mr. Cinnamon were so excited about the magnets, but he was also excited that the balls fit in his marble run game. So like, he built a little marble run and he was sticking the magnet balls in that, and he was so excited about that. And then there was also an envelope with some beads for Juju. And the note from Tracy said that she sent those because she's really proud of Juju for still realizing that school is important and putting that first, because Juju has just started back to school and has put her shop on vacation mode so that she can focus on what she needs to at school. This was her decision, not mine at all. She told me this and I was like, oh, I'm doing a good job as a mom, She's all, I'm going to put my shop in vacation mode for a couple weeks until I get, settled in with school. And I was like, good girl. She also has told me this week, because she struggled really hard with homeschooling during the pandemic and self-motivating, and she struggled with it. She does better in a structured classroom environment. And so she really struggled with her grades, keeping her grades above a C, because that's what Mr. Cinnamon demands. He is very strict when it comes to schooling. And he is the reason she has done as well as she has. Because to me, like, school is not as important to me personally, so I don't think about it. Because that's it. We divide and conquer. We have certain roles set up between the parents. Like, he is in charge of the schooling. Like, keeping that, He is in charge of keeping them on track, and he logs into the school stuff, and he checks their grades, and he makes sure they're getting their stuff done, while as I help with like homework, although I'm not good with math very much, because I'm good with geometry, but I am terrible with algebra. So he does the algebra part, but I have always excelled with sciences and stuff like that. That's my passion. And so we kind of divide and conquer stuff. He keeps track of their grades and all that, and I do like the work. I help them homeschool and all that. And so she struggled a little bit last year, and this year she has watched her cousin go to college, and she told me, she's like, I think I'm gonna really buckle down, I'm gonna really try. And she's now setting goals. She really wants to go away to college. She wants to accomplish these goals, and I'm really glad for that. Like, I'm really proud of her, because me and Mr. Cinnamon had a talk. We weren't sure she was going to want to go to college, and he was talking to one of his coworkers, and his coworker had a son that they forced into college, and he was miserable, and he killed himself. Sad story. And when she told that to Mr. Cinnamon, he came home and he was struck hard by that, because the reality of your child killing themselves because you forced them into college was like way too much. Like, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. And so him and I discussed, because we've always pushed college. And then he's off. She doesn't want to go to college because she doesn't like school. I'm not going to force her. And so I was like, I agree. Like, we have to let them set their own path. I would love her to go to college, but I'm not going to push her into that, And she's deciding on her own that that's what she wants. And I think that is just, I'm so proud of her. She's always been a good kid. She's always been really smart. But like, when you watch your kid grow up and they get to a certain age where they start thinking on their own, they start thinking to themselves, I just dropped the letter out of this that I put in here. There's a card in here. When they start making decisions on their own, and it's like smart decisions, it just makes you so proud. It makes you so proud. So there was a card in here from Tracy with all of this stuff. And she said she included something for Little Man and Juju. Magnetics, that's what they're called. And then she sent me a book from the thrift store that she couldn't resist. And she included the receipt for me for entertainment purposes. So the name of this book has a cuss word in it. So if you're easily offended, I am going to say the cuss word out loud. If you're offended easily, I apologize. But I'm just going to read this. It says, gluten is my bitch. No, I have not looked at this book yet, but it says rants, recipes, and ridiculousness for the gluten-free. I really appreciate this book because I am going to definitely look at some of these recipes, and I think I'm going to enjoy reading this book because I have come across some absolutely ridiculous scenarios in dealing with the gluten-free world. But she showed me this receipt because she paid 21 cents total for the book. Let's see. 21 cents. So it was regularly 79 cents. And then they took off 75%. They charged her $1 for tax. It cost her 21 cents total. She gave them $1 and got 79 cents in return. So she could have bought another whole book at full price at 79 cents. So I actually am looking forward to reading that. Tracy has sent me lots and lots of books and lots of variety of books. She sent me knit. She sent me crochet. Now she's sending me gluten books, which is fantastic. I really appreciate her thinking of me when she's out on her adventures and her little shopping trips. All right. What else? What else? I think we have one package left. Gotta try to find the card because I know there was a card or a note in here. And I'm not. There it is. All right. This is from. Make sure you get her name right. This is from Sarah. And Sarah's YouTube is Raven's Crochet, which I have watched her channel. She mentions me or tags my channel in every single one of her videos. So she pops up in my feed a lot just because she tags me. And I have watched a couple of her videos. She, Raven's Crochet is named after, I believe Raven is her cat. Because I was watching a video of hers the other day. I don't comment on a lot of videos. So I could very well be watching your channel. You have no idea that I'm there. Because I don't comment because I watch it on my TV. A lot of times I'll watch like crochet videos at nighttime when I'm in bed. And Mr. Cinnamon is snoring away. And I was watching her. She picked up the cat. And I think the cat is named Raven, which is where Raven's Crochet comes from. And she was talking about the cat. And I was just laughing. I am not a cat person. I'm not a cat person at all. I had a cat. I've had one cat my entire life. I wanted a cat growing up. I wanted a cat, and my parents did not like cats. My dad hated cats. He said that they were useless. My mom was a clean freak, so the fact of having a litter box in the house was like absolutely not going to happen. And we always had dogs. I always wanted a cat, and then the second I moved out with Mr. Cinnamon, we got a cat, and we had her for, I want to say 17 years when she died. She had cancer. She died. I loved her. But it's not the same as having a dog. I'm very much a dog person. And this cat, my cat, Maggie, she was a pain in the neck. She was a pain. She loved to mark my bed. And by marking my bed, every time me and Mr. Cinnamon would be intimate, she would go pee on my bed to just say that that's my bed. You shouldn't be doing that. Or maybe she was marking Mr. Cinnamon. I don't know. But like, oh God, 17 years of that. Oh, I don't ever want another cat again. And I know that not all cats do that. But she was cranky. She was a cranky old girl. And she was always really skinny. No matter what I fed her, she ate a lot. But she was just a real... And when I took her to the vet would be like, she always been this skinny. She was like 4-pound cat. A 4-pound, fully grown cat. And there was nothing wrong with her. She just was always skinny. And the vet would always ask, like, is she okay? Like, yeah, she's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with her. So yeah, Sarah and Raven at Raven's Crochet. She says she enjoys my channel. She dances a little at my intro music, which is funny because I was watching She's Got Yarn Too. I was watching her video the other day and she was talking about dancing at my intro music too. She's like, you just know their music when it comes on. All right, and she wanted me to have more rainbows in my life. I hope you enjoy working with these yarns. Okay, I gotta tell you, when I opened this box, because I opened my mail in the car on the way home because I cannot ever wait, I freaked out. She's not lying. This is legit a box of rainbows. This is some of the most beautiful yarn I've ever seen, and I have never worked with it. So, look at that. Is that not the most beautiful? I'm going to pull these out and show you individually. I don't have a lot of ice yarns. And these are mostly, I think with the exception of the mandala cakes, these are all ice. I don't work with ice. And it's hit or miss with the ice that I have had in my stash or have been gifted. It's hit or miss whether I even like them or not. And so because of that, I'm very hesitant to order from ice. Just because I don't know if it's going to stick to my fingers. I don't know if it's going to be too fluffy or too rough, or if it's going to, like, I just don't know ice yarns well enough. So I don't order from that. I've never placed an order with ice. And all of these yarns in this box are so gorgeous. And I've never touched them, felt them, seen them in person. So I'm going to start with the non-ice yarns because you guys are all familiar with mandala. This is Line Brand Mandala. There is 2 in here. I don't know what I did to deserve to be gifted all these beautiful rainbows in my life, but they make me so happy. This is the colorway Nifflers. If you don't know what a Niffler is, okay, my niece, Pumpkin Spice, her birth name is Hermione from Harry Potter. Most of my family members love Harry Potter. I'm not a fan. I have never sat all the way through an entire Harry Potter movie because it just does not. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings kind of girl. I love Lord of the Rings. I like some of the Star Wars movies. Harry Potter is okay. It is okay. My daughter loves Harry Potter. Not as much as she used to, but she like Juju is very much into Harry Potter. One of my nieces, not Hermione, ironically, is into the Harry Potter series as well. Hermione is actually kinda into Harry Potter. Okay, so Nifflers are these cute little creatures from not the Harry Potter series, but the series that came after that. The Friendly Beasts or something like that, the movie. I actually really enjoyed that movie, but not the Harry Potter series so much. So the Friendly Beast movie I thought was a cute movie. I really enjoyed watching that. I enjoyed the character, so I actually know what a Niffler is. So that's a rainbow. That's a rainbow. There's 2 of those. I'm going to actually take those out of the bag because I'm going to put this stuff, hopefully put this stuff away because I'm like running out of room. And it's not because I'm purchasing, it's just because I've gotten so many gifts this month and I'm running out of room. This is so beautiful. Try to get it out of the light. Is that not gorgeous? And again, this is ice yarn. The rest of these yarns I'm showing you are all ice. I'm going to open these because I haven't felt any of these. I've just like admired the rainbows. There are 8 balls in here. Ooh. Too bright. I need to turn my light down. There. That is what it looks like. And this is Baby Twist. I'm trying to learn how to read the ice labels. I need my glasses. My eyesight has gotten significantly worse recently. And I know that it is time to get into the eye doctor. Who the heck has time? And these aren't even my prescription. These are readers. But I ordered them because they have Mickey Mouse on the side. This is considered a bulky weight. It's 15% wool, 85% acrylic. It's a 50-gram ball. It is soft and it's not sticking to my fingers at all. And I have a really bad eczema patch on my thumb right now, and it just feels soft. So, let's see if we can get that knot to be blown out. Isn't that pretty? So, there's 8 of those. The one thing I like when I receive ice yarns from you guys is that they always are packaged really nice in these plastic things, and these store up really good, even though you're not supposed to store yarn in plastic. But then there's this. This is so pretty. And this has like a shine to it. This is Picasso. And again, oh no, this says it's a number 4, 44% acrylic, 56% polyester. That's sticking just slightly to my eczema patch, but yeah, that's really soft. Isn't that pretty? I'm still getting used to this new camera. So I'm realizing if I block my eyes out and I get really close, it'll blow out for a second, but then it'll adjust. Isn't that pretty? And again, there's 8 of these. These are so beautiful. And then the black, I think this is the same yarn as the white one, but it's the black instead. Baby twist. Did I say that was baby twist? Yeah, so this is the baby twist. It's the same as the white, except it's the black rainbow. So this one feels actually softer than the white one. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then this one is, there's 4 balls of this. This is Smart Sock. See if I can get it open. Smart Sock. This is 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide. This is a super fine, it's a thick super fine number 1 though. This is going to be so pretty for socks. There we go. That color is beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? And this has a, this feels very woolly, but I know a lot of wool socks feel woolly. They're not like soft, smooth, and that's so that they are, you know, sturdy for socks, which I don't care because it's going to be on my feet. This is 100 grams, 400 meters. So that's like a pair of socks, especially the shorty socks. So I really appreciate that. I just think that's so pretty. That's so pretty. This feels like some of the yarn that I have from Premier Yarns. Actually, I think it's Universal Yarns sock yarn. It was, I can't remember the name of it, but that's what this reminds me of. It like a Peyton sock yarn, Peyton's Croy sock yarn. That's what this feels like. It has like a stiff toothiness to it. So very cool. Very, very happy. I really appreciate all this beautiful rainbow yarn in my life. So pretty. I can't wait to work with all of these. Woo, that's a lot of crinkles. Get this stuff back in here because I have a lot of yarn to put away. I have a lot of things to put away. Like everything I'm showing you this week is on the floor around me in boxes. And yeah, like I said, I never expect gifts from you guys or happy mail or any of that. I never expect that. I am always so surprised and so grateful whenever you guys send me something or think of me or send me even a postcard. I appreciate that more than I can ever say. I feel so spoiled by you guys. I don't know what else to say other than thank you. And I really, truly appreciate all of that. That's why I do these Happy Mail videos, because And I know there's a lot of other podcasters that are like, they don't do the Happy Mail videos because maybe they don't get as many views. They don't get as much revenue from the Happy Mail videos. But like I was explaining to Mr. Cinnamon, is like, I am not owed anything. I'm not. I do this channel for my very own selfish reasons. I love doing videos. I love interacting with you guys. I love showing you guys what's going on. I also like earning my own little side money by doing these videos. So I don't need anything in return ever. I don't expect anything in return. That's why I do these videos, because I want you guys to know that I am truly thankful, grateful that you guys think of me and that you spend your hard-earned money on me to either, and even if it's a 21-cent book, she spent the money to send it to me all the way from California. That's not cheap. And she sends me books all the time. So, I mean, you know, and a big box of rainbow yarn. What did I do to deserve that? I didn't. But I'm so grateful. And I just, thank you is not a big enough word. But thank you. And I love you guys. And I appreciate everything you do for me. I really, really do. And I hope that I can give a small percentage back of what you give to me back to you. The love, the appreciation, the support. I hope I can give a small percentage of that back to you, because you guys all deserve it. You guys all are amazing. Every single one of you watching this video, you are amazing. And I love you. Bye, guys.